So, how was the Thanksgiving? Good, good, better than expected, worse than expected. Mine? Thank you for asking. Fine. Kids were good. Had a great time. A lot of cousins around. It was nice. Got a lot done at the house. I'm not a big shopper. Also had so the Black Friday thing doesn't really work for me. I did get a great deal on the refrigerator though. Happy about that. Also have all the electronic toys for my kids now. You know, nobody uses gas powered anything anymore. I still would, but the wife a little sideways on it. So I fixed all of them. So everything works. Ready for wintertime. So that's nice. Okay, enough of the frivolities. Let's get into what matters. Truth matters. Oh, you media, you got to... Listen, get over it. Everybody needs to get over everything, okay? Media makes mistakes, you make mistakes, everybody makes mistakes. I would argue, you know, just look at the individual and the individual outlet. And if somebody did something wrong, what does that mean? You never talk to them ever again? You never try? So let's move beyond all that bullshit. Okay, and just start looking case by case at what's true and what isn't. The tweets from Donald Trump, should we fixate on everything the president-elect tweets online? I would say no, don't do that. Why? Because he uses Twitter the way a lot of you guys do, which is to just spout off. Should he, shouldn't he? He won, you accepted him for who he is, those of you who voted for him. So that's that. However, truth matters. Millions of people did not vote illegally in this election, at least not that we know of, and certainly he doesn't have any better proof of that. He's forwarding what he hears from wackos, conspiracy theorists, okay? There is no proof there. The irony for you to consider is he doesn't like the recounts going on in Wisconsin, Virginia, elsewhere. Why? Well, because there's not a lot of votes. It's not going to make a difference. This is silly. There's no real fraud. But he will say that millions of people voted illegally. You see how that doesn't make sense? Truth matters, okay? Now, my brothers and sisters in the media, or whether or not you're just an empowered citizen, do not yield. People are going to tell you, give it up if you don't like Trump, or give it up if you do like Trump. You know, we all need to move on. No, don't yield. Fight for what you believe in. Just fight with fact. That's all. If somebody has an opinion you don't like, don't call them a dummy. Find something that makes what they say not true if you feel so strongly about it. Otherwise, leave them alone, but don't yield to power. If you're a journalist, don't be cowed by people telling you that they don't like what you do. This is not a business for popularity. If you want to be popular, cover entertainment or something like that. If you want to cover real news and politics, get ready for people not to like what you say. And get right with that. And get right with knowing that you feel good about what you're doing. You've got a solid basis for doing it. And that's enough. That's all you can control. Beware this fugazi BS that's out there, like the millions of people voted and all this stupid stuff. Even the CNN thing about, oh, they were showing porn in Boston. Really? Really? Did you? No, everybody ran with that headline. Why, right? Because it sounds good. Fake. Fake news is real. Stick with real news, all right? Go to those who are in the business of trying to suss it out as best we can. Yes, learn to fight. A lot of you keep asking, you seem to embrace violence a lot. I do. I do. You may like it about me, you may not like it about me. I hate bullies. I grew up having to deal with bullies, especially once my father got into politics. I hate them. I hate them in adults. I hate their parents, you know, who forgive what their bully kids do or don't want to own it or think their kids are perfect. I hate all of it. Hate it. And that's the right word. I literally wish ill to all of that. But I believe in physical empowerment. I think it's great for women to take self-defense courses. I think it's great for people to understand you don't have to be a victim. I believe in it for my kids. I believe in it for my spouse. I believe in it for myself. Don't go using it on people as an expression of power, because then you're a bully, and then you're going to have a problem with other people who don't like bullies. But learn to protect yourself. I believe in it. And yes, I love the UFC. I love all forms of organized pugilism. I love boxing. I love wrestling. I love it. It's just who I am. Don't judge me. I don't judge you. Last, what do you do? The reason we do the good stuff is to encourage you to see how people just like you and me do things for others. Ordinary people doing the extraordinary just because they decided to. What do you do in that regard? What do you do for anyone else? Ever? What do you do? It's not a criticism, it's not an indictment. I just think it's a really good question. You ask a lot of it around Thanksgiving, right? And the holidays. I ask it of myself all the time. Like, what are you doing for somebody else? Anybody else? What are you doing? It's easier when you're a parent and a spouse. It's true. But think about that. I think it's a good thing to think about. All right, so that's what you have. Truth matters always. Doesn't matter if people get it right or wrong. It still matters. Do not yield. Do not yield, especially to power. Keep fighting the good fight, but just make sure you're right. Beware of all this fugazi BS that's out there, and that message goes all the way up to the presidency of the United States. Don't forward BS. Learn to fight. Can't hurt you, but don't hurt anybody else. What do you do for others? Oh, I'm going to keep doing the kiss too. I like it. And my board. Took me a long time to get it.